Now, most of you already know that Nio yesterday officially unveiled the Nio ES6, or the new Nio ES6, with the price tag of around $52,000 or just over $52,000. And according to Nio, the deliveries of that model were expected to start today. But ladies and gents, for some reason, yet again, we saw Nio starting the deliveries earlier than what, of course, they anticipated. Because you'll remember that a couple of weeks ago, we started seeing this from the deliveries, or the first deliveries of the EC7. I mean, Nio had planned to start with the deliveries of the EC7 around May, but we saw them starting with the deliveries of that model end of April, which is something that is incredible. Now, yesterday, ladies and gents, immediately after the official unveiling of the Nio ES6, we saw Nio announcing that it had started with the deliveries of that model in 13 regions in China, or in 13 different regions in China, which is something that just has to show you that Nio knows that they are really under pressure to deliver as many vehicles as possible. This is something that is incredible, because we are seeing, of course, Nio really prioritizing, or once again prioritizing deliveries of their latest model, which is something that obviously is definitely going to boost the deliveries that we get to see month end, or at the end of May. So this is something that obviously made me to be really excited, because like I said, it is not the first time we get to see, of course, Nio starting their deliveries earlier than they had said, but we also saw that happening in their previous model, or in one of their latest model called the ES7, which is something that is incredible. Now, before we dig deep into this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, really appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you do enjoy the content that I'm giving you about Nio, of course, officially starting with the deliveries ahead of schedule once again, which is something that is incredible. It's something that obviously is exciting the investors, or those that are investing into the Nio stock. Now, without wasting more of your time, yes, yesterday we saw that, of course, or we saw or read that, of course, Nio started with the deliveries yesterday. But something that really also excited me, it was when I read that also some CEOs of EV makers in China really, of course, had some commented about this model, saying that it is quite a beauty. I mean, a CEO from Li Auto, though he did not, of course, made any comments or clear comments about the ES6, what he said apparently a few minutes after the launch, or the official launch was done, he indicated or assured that, of course, Li Auto, or his company, targets to deliver 20,000 vehicles on a month to month, which is something that is incredible, right? But this, when you align it, that he said it immediately after, of course, just after, of course, the event, or the Nio official unveiling of the ES6 event, just has to show you that, of course, probably, I don't know, maybe there's some pressure coming in, because he knows, I think most people know that this is a car that is expected to do very well from Nio. So I'm very excited to get to see that the ES6 started with the deliveries yesterday, or a day before their actual schedule, which is something that is incredible, right? I mean, the president of Nio did say that these two models, and that is the model, that is the ES6 and the ET5, are the models that are expected to seriously revive the deliveries of the Nio cars, or the Nio EV company, which is something that is incredible. Now, another good thing that we got to read is that the consumers that wish to customize their Nio ES6 can do so, and the deliveries of the customized ES6 should be expected mid-June, or in the middle of June, which is something that obviously it is quite interesting. So this whole thing tells us, or the way Nio has been doing things tells us, that for the month of June we can expect very good delivery numbers coming out from Nio, even starting now from May. But the fact that they started yesterday and it's already towards the end of the month of May, yes, May maybe we cannot, or we are not supposed to raise our hopes that much, because it's, like I said, towards the end of the month. But June, it appears that it will be the first month where, if you are to judge the Nio deliveries, I think you can judge them based on the month of June. June we're expecting very good delivery numbers coming out of Nio, because we know that the ES6 in terms of deliveries will be factored in for the entire June month, which is something that is incredible. So I'm very excited to share this wonderful news to you, to say that of course Nio, once again we saw them of course starting with the deliveries of the model which they just unveiled a day before or ahead of schedule, which is something that obviously it is amazing or incredible, because they know, or one thing that we know about Nio, I think everyone knows that probably they are under pressure to deliver, because they've already indicated that this year they are targeting 250,000 vehicles, which I know to some of the retail investors this is not possible at all. Some people or some retail investors have given up on Nio, but I think Nio still can manage to pull this through. That is, if they start delivering good numbers, or if they start with the of course making sure that they deliver as many vehicles as possible. I mean, with the mass production of the ES6, I think it has already started, because the fact that obviously the showrooms, or over 300 showrooms in China already had of course the ES6 before the official unveiling, that tells you that obviously Nio is ready to deliver big numbers. Nio is ready to make sure that the deliveries of this new ES6 go out as many as possible. I mean, with the ET5, I mean, you will know that I think one of the reasons that obviously was impacting their deliveries on the other side, it was of course the ES6, and now to get to see that there is over 5,000 difference between the ET5 and the ES6 makes me to believe that they are still going to see a lot of demand starting again or rising again from the ET5, which is something that is incredible and something that makes me to remain bullish, positive. I know that obviously, like I said, to some of the retail investors, they've lost hope on Nio, or they don't want to hear anything about Nio. I mean, sometimes when I do videos of Nio almost on a day-to-day, I receive sometimes bad comments of saying that, why are you still talking about this company, because it has done its utmost best and probably it's the end of the road. But I am still a believer of Nio, guys. I still believe that this is a company which is set to do very well, because I mean, there are so many things that they are doing which separates them from the other EV competitors. And if you are a Nio follower, you know exactly the kind of things that I'm talking about. The battery swapping station, the kind of technology you find in Nio cars. I mean, this is something that obviously it is, or it differentiates Nio from the other EV competitors, which is why it will make them win majority of the share market in the long run in this fast growing EV industry. So I'm very excited and I'm happy and I'm hopeful that obviously starting from of course June, we are going to see Nio delivering so many vehicles or delivery numbers, due to the fact that some of their key or most of their key vehicles have been officially unveiled, and already they have started selling or deliveries of those models. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best. Fingers crossed that Nio still gets the 250,000 vehicles they target for this year, because if they can be able to pull that through, I think also the share price, one way or the other, will have to recover, and of course factor in the fact that Nio can still deliver 250,000 vehicles. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, before you load the boat, buy Nio for the very first time, it's always good that you do your own due diligence, that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto the Nio stock. I mean, the fact that there is of course bad things being said about Nio should of course, or it needs you to done some due diligence for you to stick around for a longer term with this company, because you know that, or you will know that it is a company that is set for greatness. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.